Good morning, October 1st, A&D 4IR News. Plenty going on the last few days. GE further investments into A&D. IATA has made a new smart hub that they're bringing to market. Lufthansa spread its industry wings for startups. Very interesting. Then the Black Hawk heli is being respec'd, modernized, brought into the digital age. Lots going on at the CAMEX exhibition. Rolls-Royce electric plane update, faster than anything going on. And Wheels Up is moving at scale. See you in a min. So to increase time on wing, GE is using OC Robotics to spray coat engine parts during C-checks. Restoring those coatings extends the parts by additional life cycles depending on the engine condition. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, has launched an online tool to enable subscribing airlines and MRO providers to transparently list aircraft components to buy or sell. The association says its IATA MRO Smart Hub platform, hopefully they come up with a better name for it, will make the supply chain for aircraft components and parts more efficient, will reduce overpayments through more accurate assessments of fair market value. So while most large corporations focus on startups connected directly to their industry, Lufthansa is taking a slightly different approach. Lufthansa wants to help entrepreneurs cross the spectrum with an aim to create a new customer base for leisure travel on its airline in the future. Quote, the future corporate travelers are not going to be the large corporations alone, but they will also be these super entrepreneurs to whom we have given a platform to present themselves where they were mentored and were able to find an investor. And our brand will always be associated with the journey that they have made. Good thinking from Lufthansa. So they've got this whole new startup kind of incubation fund portal for people to go through and get started up, regardless of the industry. So good thinking. The US Army has announced that combat aviators are conducting operational tests of Army modernization efforts using 3 UH-60V Black Hawk helicopters. According to a recent service news release, the Black Hawk will retrofit the Army's remaining UH-60L helicopter fleet analog cockpits with a digital cockpit similar to that of other helicopters they've already been doing. So retrofitting aircraft apparently already known or owned by the Army is a major cost-saving exercise over purchasing new builds. A heck of a lot going on at CAMEX 2019. From the opening general session to education sessions and to the exhibit hall. Remaining competitive will increasingly demand automation across the sector, digitization and the use of big data. Many exhibitors at this year's conference are showcasing their solutions to the Industry 4 challenge. Here are just a few of those. First up is the toolless thermoplastic parts. Microsoft displayed a proof of concept toolless thermoplastic manufacturing process that uses dual robots to create thermoplastic parts without a mandrel. One robot lays up thermoplastic tapes using controlled angles, while a second follows through the same path on the opposite side of the part to maintain its shape. Second up was an automated patch placement with self-corrective quality control. Thorsten Grön, managing director and co-founder of Sievertech, says that his company's new patch placement system is helping aerospace manufacturers automate by placing different materials on complex surfaces, such as adhesives and pre-preg glass fiber on honeycomb. System can replace any hand layup. Next up was the fully automated hydraulic presses, including mold changes. Langzauner head of sales Alexander Wiesner says that the company's hydraulic presses are helping customers meet short cycle times through automated mold changing. And lastly, the trainable robot for spray layup. So CAMEX attendees gathered around the Composites One demonstration area to watch an MVP demonstrate a new spray layup robot that can be taught without programming. First up, the MVP representative held the robot's hands and went through the motions of spraying, finishing a coat on a part. After that, the robot repeated the motions exactly. New versions on machine learning. Sounds like fun at CAMX. So by this time next year, Rolls-Royce expects to have conducted the inaugural flight of its 300 mile per hour all-electric zero emissions aircraft. The project, dubbed Accel, short for accelerating the electrification of flight, is being touted by the company as a major breakthrough for eco-friendly travel. While the process is still a ways from completion, Rolls-Royce hopes that the Accel plane can lay the groundwork for emissions-free aviation in the years to come. The previous record was 210, and whilst that is some way short of the 500 to 600 miles an hour that you would typically see on commercial airlines, 300 miles an hour would be a significant improvement, especially when it is powered by a state-of-the-art electrical system, the most powerful battery ever built for flight. And last up, private aviation company Wheels Up acquired certain material assets of Avianis Systems, a provider of advanced flight management system, FMS, that is, of course, for short, as part of a strategy that Wheels Up believes will eventually lead to a 10-figure valuation. Transaction is expected to close later this month. That is it, A&D. Have a great day. See you tomorrow for PLM and smart manufacturing. See you then.